fisheries. Icicle Seafood's one of the canneries we do have here in Seward. A lot of the boats in, the big boats there, delivering fish to the cannery. Prince William Sound right now, pink salmon really showing up over in Prince William Sound, so a lot of the boats in here delivering to the cannery. On the right side here, the Carry A, one of the tugs that helps the ships in. See the white tarps he's got put on, that's so they don't leave big black streaks down the white hulls of the cruise ships when we help them in. On the northwest of the dinner cruise here out of Resurrection Bay, we've got quite a few of the charter fleet go out for the big halibut here. We have excellent halibut fishing out of Resurrection Bay. Also go out for the big ring cods, sea bass, right? Then you see we have the Crown Princess tied up today at the Alaska Railroad dock. That dock is mainly utilized by the cargo and freight vessels and also the cruise ships. We have 97 cruise ships coming to Seward here this summer. This is where you can either start or end your trip from the inside passage. So the Crown Princess, one of the Princess Cruise Lines, the ship there is about 700 feet long. They carry about 1,600 passengers on that ship. You see the garbage barge actually moving over toward the ship. Looks like they're going to dump the garbage while they're here in Seward. Well, while we are waiting for the whale to come up, if you look just off the bow there, 11 o'clock, there's a big rock slide, and then lower we have one of the bunkers that housed a searchlight here during World War II. Now the searchlight would shine across the bay and would silhouette any of the incoming ships. And actually over there at Kane's Head we had a subterranean fort with two 6-inch guns on top of Kane's Head. Okay, be watching all around. This guy's taking a particularly long downtime here.
Yep, just came up a little bit there.
Yeah, so you can see the back, with his back there.
You can see the top.
Yeah, there.
His dorsal fin there just laying on the surface.
Yeah. Right.
There's the blow.
Yep.
You saw whales.
Yes. Well, he would just jump out.
Now when you see that spout there, full-grown humpback whale has lungs about the size of a Volkswagen Rabbit. Oh, there he is.
Ooh, look at him again. Now I know this guy. Yeah. Look at him.
Okay, here we're going to see a tail. Here comes a tail. Now, did you see that arch there before he showed his tail? That's where the humpback actually gets its name. Swing gulls. You might see some of the black-legged kittiwakes. They look like the gulls. They have the black wingtips, yellow beak, and of course black legs. We might see horned or tufted puffin in there also. We'll be seeing a lot of those down and see if he's going to hold up for us here. Yeah, looks like he might cooperate. Yep, there he's kind of rolling in a ball. This is one of the sea otters here on the right side. So these little guys spend about 95% of their life in the water, about 90% of it on their back. Cycling period.
You want to see him? Look. Right.
The average weight of an adult is about 180 pounds. Well, these guys are able to dive down to depths in excess of 600 feet and stay down for about 20 minutes. They have some oxygen conserving adaptations that allow these dives, reducing their heart rate.
It's an otter.
So hang in there, we've got Millennium Island coming up on the left side, and then just ahead of us you can see Cape Bialik. So about 5 minutes we're around Cape Bialik, anchor behind Chad Island. Now that's all the meltwater and rainwater running through the glacier there. There's a tremendous amount of pressure, and that friction It's actually causing that water to be pushed and moving. Be watching back and forth kind of scan. There's really no way of telling. Usually you see a big calf, it'll start crumbling little by little in one spot. It just keeps getting larger and larger.
Something's happening.
Brian, give me a
cracking.
point
I didn't see
shoot.
anything
I
go
need my
though,
point
did you?
shoot.
A little right there, but nothing much happened.
In
I wonder
this
how
part
that
right
find its way out. I think the glacier up there.
Unless it was up to here and it's receded up
Yeah.
here.
Get that?
No.
Looks like our very considerate. I can't believe this.
Yeah, Canada. This guy has I'm trying to see this.
What's the bump ready to go for? Okay, everybody put out the middle finger.
I'm trying to see a monster after this. Another hole and a big one.
Yeah, I got that.
Oh, great.
That's our day. Look what he's doing. He's getting some ice.
3 of them there up on the rock ahead of us. Look and see near their eye, they actually have a fleshy appendage that resembles the horn. That's where they get their name, the horn puffin. There goes one.
Yeah.
A few flying over our heads also. Now the tufted puffin will actually burrow back into the grassy hillsides here to make their nests. Puffins all here for a little dating and mating. And then afterwards they'll be heading back out. Tufted puffins, horned puffins, common murs. All be doing pelagic, and then meaning open ocean, spending their winters out in the open ocean. Kittiwakes doing the same, kind of making their way down toward the west coast of North America, around California, even down to Mexico. Kind of work down the right side here, and then we'll work back on the left side.
Those are kittiwakes?
They look like gulls.
They look like gulls, yeah.
We're in 122 feet of water here. These islands come right up out of the ocean. Looking above, you got some really good views of the common murs and thick-billed murs. Directly off the bow we have one of the kittiwakes with a chick. If you look up here, maybe about 10, 12 feet off the water, about our 11 o'clock, there's a little small patch of flowers, yellow flowers there. Maybe actually about our 11:30, 11:45 position. About 10 feet up off the water, there's a pair of the kittiwakes together, and actually, whoa, we're getting bombed. We're gonna make our way over to Chiswell Island, number 1, Chiswell Island itself. We'll see the stellar sea lions at Chiswell Island. So we'll have a little short run here. Everybody kind of hang on as we'll bump our way over to Chiswell. Now the stellar sea lions back in the early 70s out here in the islands were thought to number about 5,000. Today they estimate that population on the threatened list. Hang on, we get a little swell here. Now the big males, the big bulls are capable of weighing up to 2,000 pounds. These guys feed on bottom fish like the cod, the pollock, halibut, which is kind of a highly sought after fisheries right now, so that may be a contributing factor to their decline. They're also thinking El Nino or the warming of the ocean currents. I can see the guy coming out of the water, unlike the harbor seal. These guys get around pretty well on the rocks, using those front flippers, which they actually use for their means of propulsion, which is the opposite of the harbor seals. Here comes the tail. Watch for the tail.
Oh, yeah.
All right, another good look here, and we'll move on up towards Seward.